Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, rather, excuse me. Please let me know if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, please comment below your name and where are you joining from. Please comment below your name and where you're joining from. Please comment below your name and where you're joining from. All right. Thank you, Kristen. Hi, Kristen from Vancouver. Elizabeth. Hi, Moyo. Sorry. Hi, Chika from Halifax, Canada. Thank you guys for being here today. It's amazing to see you. Let's just wait for others to join. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tosin. Hi, Adeoshun from Nigeria. Thank you so much for being here today. Man, I'm happy to see you guys. Hi, Tosin. Hello, Tolu. Nice for being here. Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you guys for coming in to join today's fantastic lesson. Hello, Titi. All right. Thank you guys. I'm not, can we see my face as well? Because I know we can see my screen. No, but can we see my face as well? Please let me know. Can we see me now? I apologize. I'm not sure why my video is not. visible. But can you see me now? Hi, Wanga. Nice to have you here. Okay, thank you guys for introducing yourself so far. Next, can you tell me a new French word or a phrase, excuse me, that you learned recently? Any new French word or any French phrase that you heard this week, last month, even if it's last year? Let me know. Let me know below. Okay, Miracle can see my face. Thank you. Let me know below. Any new French word? Oh, Toby said he or she, apologize, I don't know, he or she learned dormir. Do you know what that means? That means to sleep. To me monk. Oh, that means I miss you. You're telling somebody I miss you. Okay, who else? Oh, sorry, John. Chiamaka says voudrais. Ooh, nice, 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 nice. No, moi ne peux pas. You didn't learn any. Okay, you cannot. It's fine. That's fine, Elizabeth. That's fine. Enchanté, Wanga. Thank you for that. Enchanté means welcome. And if you're feminine or if you're female, you have another E on top. But that's fantastic. Good, 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 good. I'm so happy to hear this from you guys. This is fantastic. Or as my friend would say, awesome-tastic. Oh, Chika also learned maintenant, jour, demain. Maintenant means now, jour means day, demain means tomorrow. Very good. You guys have clearly been practicing your French skills, which is amazing to see. All right, I'm going to start in exactly 1 minute. I just want others to join. Once it's 7:10 on the dot here, we get started. We will get started. So if you're just joining, thank you so much for being here. What I was asking you to tell me what your name is, where you're calling in from, where you're joining us from. What is a new French word or French phrase that you learned recently? Please let me know. Okay. Okay, Chamaka for Amber. All right, thank you so much for being here, guys. So, in today's fantastic lesson, we are going to take a look at what subject pronouns are, how to use them correctly. Then we also have the different types of subject pronouns. I'm going to teach you all about that, do not worry. And most importantly, how to apply them in everyday conversations and writing, okay? If you are excited, please in the comments and below just tell me yes, yes, yes. Just type yes, yes, yes so that we can get started. Okay, okay, okay. I can see a lot of yes, 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 yes. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. And as I promised you guys as well, you will get a free ebook for today's lesson. And I believe in this because you can revisit the lesson that you learned today, you can review it, and you can just be sure, okay, Sumo taught us all about subject pronouns, and you want to practice by yourself. We're going to go through different ones in today's lesson, but that ebook is very important for you because you get to practice what we're not going to learn at all here today and more exercises. All right. Let me continue share my screen so that we can get started. Okay, les pronoms sujets. Okay, what are subject pronouns? So, subject pronouns in the French language are much like in the English language, they replace the subject of a sentence and refer to people or things that are being discussed. Okay? Now, understanding these pronouns are very important for you as they form the basis of constructing sentences. In today's fantastic lesson, we're going to explore each French subject pronoun in detail, provide examples, pronunciation guidance, and additional notes to help you grasp their usage effectively. Okay? It's really important. If you know anybody that needs to learn about French subject pronouns, send them this link right now. Say, hey guys, Sumo is live. She's teaching. Join, join, join. So just send it here now so that everybody can join. Okay. I hope you have the link. Mariko, please put the link in the chat box for people to send out. Please put the link in the chat box for people to send out so that they can equally add the friends that want to join. I'm not sure why it keeps muting me, but okay. Now, the very first French subject pronoun we have is je. Je. You can repeat after me wherever you are. It's pronounced je. And this means I. Okay, I. So I, Sumulua, it means I. When are we used? When is it used? Excuse me. It's used when the speaker is referring to themselves. So I just said I. I am a woman. I am dark. I have fingers. I am talking about myself. Okay. For another example, we can say I am a student. Je suis étudiant. I am a student. Je suis étudiant. Okay. If it's feminine, maybe it's a female that is talking, you would say je suis étudiante. But that's a different lesson, okay? I would have to pronounce the T at the end and I will put an additional E. It would be je suis étudiante, okay? Another example, I am eating an apple. Je mange une pomme. Je mange une pomme. Je. You see, once again, I'm referring to myself. I am the one eating the apple. Please take note as well, when je is followed by a vowel or a mute H, it contracts to J apostrophe, okay? For instance, I can say, I love chocolate. J'aime le chocolat. In this instance, I would never say je aime le chocolat. It does not exist. Instead, it would be j'aime le chocolat. Okay? Please let me be sure that this makes sense to you. Just practice there. If you understood everything I've taught you now on je, just put in the comment section. Actually, type je, J-E. Please type it in the comment section. Let me be sure you guys are following and you understand what I am talking about. Okay? So please type that so we can move ahead. All right. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okie dokie. Perfect, thank you guys. Okay, now let's take a look at tu. Tu is you in informal sense. So for instance, I could say, you are a girl. I'm talking to one person. Maybe I'm talking to someone who's younger than me. I would use tu. But if I'm talking to maybe even my friend or my family member or my sister or cousin, anybody, I could equally use tu because it's informal and it's singular. Okay. So you use this instance when you're talking to somebody who's younger than you, somebody you know very well. I can use it with my spouse as well. I just said here, you are kind. So you say tu es gentil. Tu es gentil. Once again, if I'm talking to a woman, I would say tu es gentil. I would have to add an extra L and an extra E, okay? Another example, you have a dog. So if, for instance, I could say, I'm talking to Wanga and I can say, oh, Wanga has a dog. You have a dog. It would be tu as un chien. Tu as un chien. Okay? I'm using tu once again because it's somebody, it's singular, and it's probably somebody I know, somebody I'm close to, or somebody who is younger than me, someone I'm really familiar with. So, like I wrote here, you have to please take notes. Tu is not typically used in formal or professional settings. Instead, vous is preferred. Don't worry, we'll look at that, okay? So the two subject pronouns we've looked at now are what? Je, which is number one, which means I, and tu, which means you. Okay? Let's take a look at the next subject pronoun. We have il. Il. This means he or it. And I would explain further, okay? This refers to a male person. So in English, how we say he is a boy, in French it would be il. Il est un garçon. Okay? Il. For example, if I want to say he is a teacher, I would say il est professeur. Il est professeur. Or if I wanted to say it's raining, in the French language, you equally use il because it's a masculine object. I know you might be thinking, okay, Sumo, why do we use il? In English, we say it is raining, it is snowing, it is windy. Yes, but in the French language, we use il. If, for instance, I want to say the weather is beautiful today, I would say il fait beau aujourd'hui. Okay? I'm using il because there is no word for actually saying it is XYZ today. Let me know if you get that in the comment section. Okay, so let me know in the comment section if you understood what I mean by il. So, like I said, il can also refer to a thing or a concept when it's masculine in gender. For instance, you can see here, this painting is beautiful. Il est beau ce tableau. Do you get it? So you can use il for this context. I know it might be a bit new for any of you that are new here, thinking, okay, wow, what's this more? Does this mean? But yes, that's exactly what it is. Il is perfect. Let me know below. Do we get it? You can just put a thumbs up or say, yes, Sumo, I understand completely. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for engaging. I'm so happy. Thank you guys. Okay, next we have elle. Elle. And this means she or it. Okay. This refers to a female person or a feminine object. For instance, once again, maybe let me use Miracle for instance. I could say Miracle is a student. Instead of always saying Miracle is a student, Miracle is a girl, Miracle is here, what do we use instead as a pronoun? We use she, which is elle. So I would say elle est étudiante. Do you see what I mean by if it's feminine, we put the E after the T? Let me go back a bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Sorry. Do you see here in this example, what did I use? I said je suis étudiant. I am a student, but it was masculine. But here, in this instance where we're speaking about Miracle, because she's feminine, she's a female, I have an E after the T, and I would pronounce it. So I will say elle est étudiante, not étudiante. No, please. Elle est étudiante. Okay? Another one, if I want to talk about a car, because in the French language we have masculine and feminine. So, for instance, a bag is masculine, a chair is feminine. So, here the car is feminine. And I will say, elle est rouge, la voiture. Elle est rouge, la voiture. This car is red, or the car is red. Okay? So, similarly to il, elle, it can also refer to a feminine thing or a concept. Okay? Please take note of this, it's really important. Another example, or another French subject pronoun, excuse me, is nous, and this means we. So, for instance, I could say here, we are all here learning the French language. That's we, all of us. We are all human beings. We all eat food. We all walk. You see, I'm using we, and in the French language, we is Nous, nous. So you can say it refers to a group that includes the speaker because, like I said, we are all learning French. It's used in both formal and informal context. So, for example, I can say, we are going to the cinema. Nous allons au cinéma. Nous allons au cinéma. I can also say, we are happy, and that is, nous sommes heureux. Nous sommes heureux. Okay? We are happy. That's all of us here. We're happy. We're happy to be learning French. Please take note, nous is the formal version of un, which is often used in conversational French to mean we. I'll say that again. Nous is the formal version of un, which is often used in conversational French to mean we. Okay? I'll show you what on is in informal context so you can understand better. Next, we have vous. Remember I spoke about tu and vous in the beginning? Vous is the formular singular or plural version, and I would explain what I mean by that. So if, for instance, you're addressing one person in a formal context, maybe your superior or someone you don't know, or maybe, for instance, you go to your friend's house and you meet your friend's grandmother, you're not just going to use tu for that person because it's your friend's grandmother. You would use vous as a sign of respect. Or if you're speaking with your manager or the CEO of your company or your professor, you would use vous because that person and you're not familiar with each other. If, for instance, you equally walk into a supermarket and there's somebody else who's your age mate as well, you would use vous for that person because the person is a stranger. You don't know that person, okay? Or in the plural context, when you're addressing more than one person, regardless of formality. So if, for instance, you walk into a classroom and there are 20 men there, or 20 girls, or 20 men and 20 women, you would use vous, even if they're all younger than you. So let's say, for instance, you're 50 years old and you walk into a classroom, there are 20 men, 20 women, and they're age 20. You would still use vous because it's plural form. You can't use tu, okay? So, for instance, if I want to say, you are my teacher, you would say, vous êtes mon professeur, because the person is your professor, he's your teacher. You cannot use to. Or you want to say, you are hungry. Maybe you're talking to three of your children. You would use, you are hungry. You all are hungry. And you say, what? Vous avez faim. Vous avez faim. Okay? So, like I said, please don't forget, vous is the formal or plural equivalent of tu. Vous, I'll take that again. Vous is a formal or plural equivalent of tu. Okay? Let me know in the comments section below if you understand this. Just type vous, V-O-U-S. If you understand everything I've said so far, please just type V-O-U-S so that I'm sure we're all on the same page. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I can see you're all understanding perfectly. We're going to have a practice session soon. Don't worry. So you can actually test everything you've learned today. But thank you so far on this. Let's move to il. Il. Please take note, it's not pronounced ils. I know sometimes my students might make a mistake and say ils. No, the S is silent. Just imagine you're saying it the same way how you would say for masculine. For those that just joined, let me just go back to what I'm talking about. You see here, I pronounce it il, and what I pronounce here, elle. So it's the same thing for here. Excuse me, it's pronounced il. It's not ILS, it's just il. Okay? This is the masculine version or a mixed group. So if, for instance, once again, I walk into a classroom and there are 10 men, I would use il. Also, if I walk into a classroom and there are 10 men and one woman, I would still use il. That's how it works. So it refers to a group of males or a mixed group, male and female. For example, they are doctors. What would I say? Ils sont médecins. Okay? Ils sont médecins. Another example, if I want to say they love soccer, they love soccer. Ils aiment le football. Ils aiment le football. You might ask, okay, so why are you pronouncing the S and the A together? It's a liaison. We'll touch on that as well, don't worry. It's a liaison. Ils aiment le football. I can't say ils aiment, I'll say ils aiment le football, okay? Because of that S, and that's because there's a vowel immediately after the S. Please take note, like I said here, even if there's only one male in the group, il is used instead of elle. We'll take a look at the next one so you understand what I mean, okay? Next is elle, which is feminine. That's a plural version. But please take note, this refers to a group of only females. Once again, if I were to walk into a classroom and I saw 5 women, I would use only elle. But if I walked into that same classroom and I saw 5 women and 1 man, I would use il. I would never use elle because there's a guy in the mix, okay? Please remember that it's only used when they are all women. Once again, if you walk into a hotel, a classroom, a movie theater, whatever, and they're only women, you would use elle. But if you walked in and there's a man in the midst, that changes everything. It becomes il. So if, for instance, I want to say they are students, I will say elles sont étudiantes. And the E, because it's feminine, the E is after the T and the S is there. If I also wanted to say they dance well, elles dansent bien. Elles dansent bien. Once again, the S after the L is silent. You do not say elles dansent, no. Elles dansent bien. Elles dansent bien. Okay? Once again, it's only used when all members of the group are female. So, a quick recap. Do you remember what subject pronouns are? We have je, which means I. We have tu, which means you for singular or somebody you're talking to, that's somebody you know, somebody you're familiar with. You have il, which means he. He is a boy. We have elle, which means she. She is a girl. She is a good dancer. We have nous, which means we. We are all learning French. We are all happy. We have vous, the sixth one, which means you in the plural form, or if you're speaking to somebody who you're not familiar with, or somebody who is older than you. The next is il again, but in the plural version. If you're talking to a group of men and women, mixed group is fine. And the last one we just looked at what is elle. If you're talking to a group of only women. Let me know in the comment section. Just type what word I want you to type. Type subject pronouns if you understood everything I've said so far. If you got this far and you understand the recap of what I just gave you, please just type subject pronoun in the comment section below so that I'm sure we're on the same page. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Everybody is here so far. Good, good, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm happy to see that you guys are following so far. Now, let's get to where it's interesting. We have to remember we have on. On is an informal way of saying we, and I'll show you examples. I'll show you an example of when you use on and when you use nous. Remember what I said? Nous means we. We are all learning French. We are all happy. We are all humans. We all live on earth. Something like that. We just use we. It's important. While it's not a traditional subject pronoun, it's often used in spoken French. So most times if you hear French people speaking, you will literally hear them usually say on. They use on a lot. So for example, you can say we are going to the market, but instead I can say on va au marché. On va au marché. On va au marché. Okay, I'll take that again. On va au marché. And this just means one or people. That's what on means. Let me show you more examples so you understand better. For instance, I could say we are going to the cinema tonight. If it's a group of friends that are talking, I can say on va au cinéma ce soir. However, if you want to use it in the new form, you can equally say nous allons au cinéma ce soir. Okay? Let's look at another example. If I want to say people often talk about this movie, I could say on parle souvent de ce film. On parle souvent de ce film. But if you want to use it in the new instance, you can say nous parlons souvent de ce film. Nous parlons souvent de ce film. So do you see it's the same, but most people when talking, they use on. I don't know if anybody has ever seen this textbook in secondary school, on y va. If you've seen on y va, yeah, then you have an idea of what I'm talking about. So it's the informal tense. You can still use no, it's very fine, but it's mostly used in formal context, and most people just use on when they're speaking. So please take note. It's really important for you to remember the special consideration, like I just said, on is really important. Let's take a look at another special consideration to take note of, okay? Gender agreement. In French, the pronouns must agree in gender and number with the nouns they replace. For example, if the subject is feminine singular, you would use elle, okay? And if it's masculine plural, you would use il, okay? So I just talked about that. If it's feminine singular, you would use elle. And if it's masculine plural, you would use il. Do not forget, if it's all female, what do we use? Let me even ask that in some question. So, guys, if you come into a room and you have 20 women, type in the comment section what subject pronoun you would use. If you see 20 women, what subject pronoun would you use? Let me see who gets it first. Okay, let me see who gets it first. Yay! Oh, I get so happy when I see that you guys understand what I'm saying. This is perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Good. Everybody has been listening. Perfect. That's what we use. So when it's a group of all women, we use L. Perfect. Okay. Next, liaison with pronouns. If you remember, I said vous avez, or other words, in certain contexts, the final consonants of a pronoun may be pronounced due to the following word starting with a vowel. So let's look at example. I have, they have, sorry, not I have, they have. This means ils ont. I know I said don't pronounce the S, but because this is followed by a vowel, you would say ils ont. You link it together, it's like Z. So it becomes ils ont. I hope this makes sense. But guys, the more you practice, it gets better, I promise you. There was another example I gave. Vous avez. You have. Vous avez. You can't say vous avez. No, no, no. It doesn't work like that in French language. You would say vous avez. It links together. The same way we have ils ont, elles ont. Okay? Ils ont, elles ont. Vous avez. It's liaison, so it links together. Okay? Now, let's have practice exercises, guys. We're going to have two different types of practice, but this is the first one. Wherever you are, bring out your pen and paper, write down these answers, write down what you think the perfect subject pronoun for each of them is. So the first one, you can see, I am tired. What do you think the subject pronoun is going to be for that? The second one, you have a cat. Please remember, I'm asking for the formal and the plural version, okay? Remember, formal and plural version. Be careful, don't put the singular version. Next, she is beautiful. What subject pronoun would you use for that? Or we love cheese. What subject pronoun? Or they are intelligent. Masculine or mixed. So write it down in your paper group, in your in your notebook. Just 1 minute. I give you guys 1 minute to do this, and then in the chat box, let me know what the answers are so that I can tell you guys if you got it correctly. Okay. So just type 1, 2, and put the answer there so that I can correct you. Salut, if you're just joining, we've revised the French subject pronouns. We've looked at what they're all about. And right now we're having practice exercises. So we're practicing which of the pronoun is best for each of the sentences in front of us. Okay. Oh, you guys are smart. You guys are smart. You guys are smart. You guys are too smart. Okay. All right. Please you put it in there. Put it in there. Good. Good. I'm so happy to see this. Okay. Oh, you guys are amazing. Okay, who else is left? Who else is left? Who hasn't put it there, please? Let me see in the chat box before I show you guys the answers, and you can just mark and say, okay, good. I got 5/5. I got 3. If you need me to explain a particular subject pronoun again for you, I will do so happily. But yes, great work, guys. Okay, I don't know how to use my balloons. I know that there's a balloons. Let me see if I can get it. There's a balloons emoji, but I don't know why it's not showing. Because I want to put the balloon show that you guys are amazing. You guys are getting everything correctly. But it's not showing. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. Good, 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 good. I have amazing people here. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Wanga. Thank you, Georgina. Oh, good. Tolutara, perfect. Tolutara is my amazing student. Thank you, Chika, Mutsu, Ebele. This is perfect. Good work, guys. Jenny Elizabeth is also my amazing student. Great work, guys. Okay, let's go to the answers. Everybody even got it. So yeah, these are your answers. You have je, you have vous, elle, nous, il. So if you didn't get this, just go back and check what went wrong. I'm going to put the question again for you to look through. But yes, these are the questions. And like I said, Miracle here, who is my amazing community manager, is going to put the link for you for the ebook. Download the ebook. Ebook has about 4 different exercises that are different from this for you to keep practicing. Now, hold your pen and paper. We're not done. I'm going to give you another quiz. This is a bit different, but this, remember I said in the beginning, we're going to see how they're actually used in written context. So if you're reading a book and you see a bunch of subject pronouns, how do they look? So get your pen and paper. Boom. I want you to read this text, okay? Take your time, read the text, and pick out the subject pronoun. That's part one. Part two, if there's any word you didn't understand, put it in the comment like, hi, Sumo, can you explain what this word is? And I will do so. So take your time. We're here together. I'm not going anywhere. Pick out the subject pronouns in this text, excuse me, and let me know. I am right here. Don't worry, guys. So we look through them, pick out the subject pronouns that you can notice here. Afterwards, I'm going to show you the English translation to help you. But then if there's any word you're like, Sumo, can you explain why this is this? Just put it in the comments and I'm here to explain to you. Okay, thank you, Chiamaka. Thank you for saying that. Okay, Tolutara is amazing. Chiamaka, that's fine. Don't worry. You don't need to understand everything. It's perfectly okay. Subject pronouns is for beginner level. It's okay if you don't. But what I need is for you to just look at the context, the story, and pick out the subject pronouns you're seeing there. So just pick them out. So let me give you a bonus. The first sentence is Je me réveille tôt. Je me réveille tôt. What's the subject pronoun you're seeing there? It's je. Okay? So you can pick others that way. Okay, you guys can start writing now. All right. Thank you, Tolutara. Je, tu, il, nous, vous. Okay, good. Okay, let's see who gets all. So Chemaka has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chemaka has 9. Tolu has 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Okay, 6. Let's see who gets all. Okay, good, 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 good. Foodie's nature has come on board. Okay, I can see this. Oh, so she has okay, so she has like Chiamaka does. Good, good, okay. Great work, guys. Is that all? Were other people here? Please let me know in the comments and just put the subject pronouns that you're seeing there in the text above. If you don't understand everything, don't worry, perfectly fine. What I just need is for you to pick out the subject pronouns, and then we're going to look through our English translation to make you understand better. And I would also show you the answers. But you guys have been awesome, tastic. You've been doing exceedingly well. I'm so proud and so happy. Thank you. Let's wait for one more person to put before the drum roll comes up and I show you. Okay? Let's wait for one more person to put up the correct ones. Okay. Tolutara, thanks for that. But no, that's an article. Don't forget. It's an article. It's not a subject pronoun. And that's a definite article. Okay. Chantel has put up more. Chita has put up more. Thank you. Sorry, my video went off. Apologies. Okay. Okay, great work, guys. Great work. Okay, Cheta put up one more. Okay, okay, okay. Drum roll. Let's look at it. So, see, here are the subject pronouns from the story. We have je, tu. So, calculate your score when you see this, okay? So, nous appears twice, which means Foodie's Nature got it. Georgina got it. Cheta got it. Chemaka got it as well. That's very good. So this is how they came. So je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. So let me go back to the story. The first sentence, je me réveille tôt. Je, so put that aside. The next sentence, tu prépares, excusez-moi, tu prépares le petit déjeuner. Tu, that's the second subject pronoun. The third, we have il lit le journal pendant qu'elle arrose les plantes. What do we have? Il. Next, we have nous sortons ensemble pour une promenade. The fourth is nous. Next, we have vous passez nous dire bonjour. So the fourth, how many have we mentioned? Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4, then we have vous, which is 5, and then we have another nous, which is 6. Next, we have il joue au football, tandis qu'elle discute dans le parc. We have il and we have elle. Lastly, we have la journée se termine et nous rentrons chez nous. Nous. So perfect, guys. Perfect, perfect. Now, if you didn't understand everything, here it is in English. So it's basically telling you, I wake up early. You prepare breakfast. He reads the newspaper while she waters the plants. Okay? We go out together for a walk. You stop by to say hello. They play football while they chat in the park. The day ends and we return home. Okay, there we have it. And we return home. Let me know in the comment section below if you understood everything we learned today. Just let me know. Type there, yes, more, understand subject pronouns. If you have any questions, please let me know. So do we all understand subject pronouns properly now? Okay. Foodies Nature says, yes, I do. Thank you. Okay. All right. Who else? Chika says, oh, we. Okay, Chamaka, please, can you repost the exercise? Okay, you mean this one? Let me know if you mean this one, Chamaka, or do you mean this one? So let me know, is it this one or this one? Just let me know, type the story or the OBJ. Okay, the story. There we have it. So this is the story, guys. So for anybody who just joined, because I can see we have some people that just joined. Thank you guys for joining. We've come. We're literally at the tail end of today's fantastic subject, which is French subject pronouns. But basically, what we went through is we looked at the different French subject pronouns. We have je, which means I. We have tu, which means you, the singular form. So you use tu when you're speaking to someone who is younger than you or somebody who you're familiar with. We have il, which means he. So for instance, if I want to say he is a boy, he is eating grapes, I would use il. For females, I would use elle. And I'm speaking on one woman, okay? One girl, one woman, one baby girl, okay? Just a female, singular. I can say she is a girl. She's a newborn baby. She owns a car. I'm talking about a woman. The next we have nous, and this is we. We are all happy. We are all women. We are all men. We're all eating food, okay? Or I could use the next is vous. Vous is formal and plural. It uses when you're talking to someone who's older than you, someone who you're not too familiar with, or your manager or somebody you met in the store. You use vous for that person. The next is il, and this is used in a mixed setting. So if you come into a room and there's a group of men and women, I would use il. Also, if I come into a room and there's a group of only men, I would equally use only il, but the plural version. And lastly, we have elle. I use elle only when we're in a group of women. So if I come into another room and I see 10 women, I would only use elle. But if I come into that same room and I see one man and 100 women, I would use il. Don't ask me why. That's just how it is in the French language. Okay? That's it. That's exactly how it is. Now, for the final quiz that we have, I want everyone here to type a sentence, form a sentence below using any of the subject pronouns. And once you form that sentence, please put your name. So let me say, for instance, Chantel forms a sentence, put blah 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 Chantel so that I know who it is that formed the sentence. And I always like say, yes, thank you, Chantel. So let's do that, guys. Form any sentence you can think of, anyone. Just put it there for me. And my darling community manager here, Miracle, is going to put, because somebody has sent me a message asking about the Telegram group. She's going to put the link for the Telegram group. The Telegram group is a private community where we have people, French learners. I have some people from that group here. And there I post daily, talking about the French language to help you out as well. And we're going to be having one session like this once a month. Maybe if I have time, I can make it twice a month. Let's see how it goes. But for now, I'm committing to once a month where I pick a topic and we talk about it. Also on the group, you can equally put a topic there. I say, hi Sumo, can you explain this topic? And I will think about it and decide if I'm going to teach that here. So yes, Miracle, we're going to put the link for you to join our awesome Telegram group. Also, she'll put the link for today's free ebook. Please take note. You can download the ebook right now. You can share it with a friend. Just like, hey, maybe Elizabeth may say, hi Moyo, you missed today's fantastic lesson by Sumo, who taught us French of their pronouns. Here's a link to download this ebook. Don't gatekeep, please let everybody learn. It's free. Like, it's not paid. There's nothing. You take it and boom, it's yours for life to always go through French of their pronouns. And in the ebook, you have another story. So you looked at this story today, guys, right? There's another story in that you can use to practice, which is awesome. And I gave you more examples of je, tu, il, elle, and so forth. Okay. So Miracle will put the link there for you guys now. The Telegram group link, the ebook link where you can join, where you can download the ebook. And if you decide, okay, oh, Sumo, can I join any of your courses? Ooh, je suis soldat. Thank you, Adeosho. Nice. Oh, I'm just seeing you guys are putting your sentences. Sorry. If you like to join any of our amazing courses, you can do so. You can just send an email to hello@French Arena to join our courses. Sorry, I'm just typing it here. Okay, so you can just send it's on the screen to join any of the courses. Maybe like, wow, I like how Sumo teaches. Well, Sumo, can you explain this part more? Can I learn more? I'm a beginner. I have this. I'm not sure of so many things. Just send an email here, and I will reply you ASAP. Okay. So let's take a look at the amazing sentences. Oh, nice, Chamaka. Very good. Nous allons à la gare. Nous allons à la gare. Do we know what that means, guys? So she's saying, I'm assuming it's a she, apologies. She's saying we are going to the station. Now, please take note, in the French language, you have what we call accents. So I'm going to put this here in the chat box. Nous allons à la gare. You have to put an accent on the A. So I put it in the chat as a correction. What she wrote is perfect. If she's speaking, I wouldn't need to ask her for the accent on the A. But when you're writing, please take notes. You have to be sure of the accent. If not, it's a different meaning entirely. So what she has written here, this A she has written here, it's the conjugated version of the verb avoir, to have. So if I want to say, I have a dog, he has a dog, I will use il a. Okay, so what she's written here is Albert. I understand that. I understand what she's trying to say, but just please be very careful of that. Well, you need to use your accents when you're writing. When you're speaking, you can get away with it sometimes. When you're writing, it's important to use your accents. Okay. The next sentence we have Nous allons voyager. Hey. She says Nous allons, and I know she's a she because she's my student. She says Nous allons voyager. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect sentence. Okay. The next person says merci beaucoup. Okay, merci beaucoup. That's not really a subject pronoun sentence, but that's perfect. Oh, nous dansons à la fête. Nous dansons à la fête. Do we know what that means, guys? Nous dansons à la fête. And this is similar to what I said earlier on. Do not forget your accents, please. Your accents are very important because this sentence means something completely different. I've put the correct sentence in the chat box, okay? Nous dansons à la fête. Nous dansons à la fête. You need to put your accent on every word you're talking about. In order, let me put it right one here. So this is the correct version. Nous dansons à la fête. You need to put it there so that we are sure that, okay, this person knows what they're saying. Like I said, when you're speaking, you can get away with it sometimes. When you're writing, you cannot get away with it, okay? Next person, je suis soldat. Nothing to correct. Perfect sentence. What's the next sentence? Je cuisine du riz. That's exactly what I want to go and make after this class. I want to cook rice. I want to cook rice. But in the French language, you can also say je fais cuire du riz. Okay? Je fais cuire du riz. I'm putting it here for you. All right. Next is, oh, thank you, Chantel. J'ai beaucoup appris. Merci. So, Chantel says, j'ai beaucoup, I'm writing it here, appris. I learned a lot. Okay, very good. And you see what Chantel did here? She used J apostrophe AI. So, like I said, remember, guys, je is a subject pronoun, but when you're using it with a vowel, you would say J apostrophe AI. That's just so she wrote I have, which means I learned a lot, which is the past tense. But if I want to say j'ai un stylo. J'ai un stylo. I would say je ai un stylo. No, I would say j'ai un stylo. I have done it's J apostrophe AI. So I'm talking about I'm talking about one thing. Okay, so that's a very good example. Thank you, Chantal, for that. Next we have j'aime le lire mon livre d'école. I like reading my book in school. J'aime le livre. Excuse-moi, j'aime le lire. C'est j'aime le livre. J'aime le lit. Good work, good work. And next person. Okay, good. Okay, so Miracle, please put the links there. For people, yes. Okay, thank you for that. Or just correcting Foodie's nature. Good work, but j'aime lire mon livre scolaire. I'm assuming you're trying to say, please correct me. You're trying to say I like reading my school book. Foodie's nature, you can just correct me and let me know if that's what you're trying to say or not. Oh, I'm seeing one guy's on apologies. Je suis une femme, oui, et j'adore la langue française. Merci, merci, merci. That is a beautiful language. It is. It is a beautiful language. It is a beautiful language. So, one guy, because you're a female, please take note. You would say j'aime la langue française, française, because you're feminine. You're a woman. So it would be j'aime la langue française. Okay. J'aime la langue française. Okay. Okay, guys. So once again, Miracle is going to put up the Telegram group for you guys to join. It's a free Telegram group. You're not paying. It's completely free. The ebook as well. She's going to put up the link, or you can download the ebook. Share with your friends who equally want to go over French subject pronouns to remember what it's about. And yes, you can revise it, practice the exercise in the French subject pronoun to help you remember what it is that we've learned today. Let's put this up here. You're welcome, Wanga. You're very welcome. Okay, so here is the link. I'm not sure if Miracle can hear us, but that's fine. Here's the link, guys. You can try it now and let me know if it works. You'll be able to get the fantastic free ebook for today's lesson. I'm putting it up on my board as well, so you can see the link. And you can just click the link to download. So you can just copy this link then, guys, and take a screenshot and make it work from there so that you can join, so that you can download the free ebook. And if you want to send an email to join any of my courses, like I said, hello at French Arena, and you just send it. Hi, Sumo, I would like to join the A1 course. Can you give me details of the B1 course? I want to take a quiz to know my level. Anything you want to do, it's fine. Just send it there. Or if you already know you want to register for the A1, you're sure that okay, Sumo, think of subject pronouns. I believe I'm perfect for the A1 level. You can equally join on here. So I'm putting it up here for you as well. Just go to French Arena slash home courses. Everything is on my website, www.frencharena.com. The link to Telegram group is there. The link to the free quiz is there for you. All my beautiful free ebooks. I have over 20 free ebooks. They're all there for you to download and keep practicing and learning the French language. Okay. So, in conclusion, guys, understanding French subject pronouns is key to constructing sentences and conveying clear meaning. All right. Mastering their usage and pronunciation will help you communicate effectively in French. It's really important because I mean, if you think about it, we use subject pronouns every day. If, for instance, one guy wanted to say, I was talking to my mom today, she just said it. Ah, I was on the phone with my mom. My boss is calling me. I'll call you right back. She had pineapple with me. You're using subject pronouns every single second. So you need to use that clearly in the French language in order to have a beautiful foundation for your sentences. So practice using them in different contexts and pay attention to the gender and number agreements to avoid common mistakes. Okay, please take note. That's really important. Oh, DJ Nut has a great question. How often are your live shows? So for the community session, I just said I'm going to try. I'm doing it once a month. For my students, I have actual students in my course, and that one is once a month. It doesn't change. I know one of them had asked me if I can make it twice a month. Maybe, let's see. But for my students, every single month we do it. Every first Saturday or first Sunday of the month. For my students, it's certain, and it goes on for like 2 hours or 3 hours. I don't care. They're my students. I give all. But for my community, which is where most people got this link from, it's once a month. The dates are not fixed, but if you join the Telegram group that Miracle put in the link below, Miracle put the link. If you join the link for Telegram group, then definitely you'll get notified. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time. I am so appreciative of you guys that have been here for 1 hour with me. Wow. You guys have learned everything about subject pronouns, every single thing that has to do with subject pronouns. Do we have any questions before we go? Just let me know. Maybe you want to ask me something completely different with the French language that you're not quite sure of. If you're looking to write your TEF exam soon, if you're looking to write your DELF examination soon, anyone, let me know. Just type any question for me here. Oh, thank you for your question, Mutu. How do I translate Dunsi Oyekon's song You Are You? Tu es toi. Tu et toi. This is her question. All right, guys. Tu es toi. Moi. That's completely different. It's not it's not a subject pronoun. Apologies. Yeah, the French language is confusing. But the same way English is confusing. Tu es toi. That's how you put it there. Let me share it to the screen. Can we see my screen? Yeah. All right, that's how you say it. Tu es toi. And if you wanted to use, if you're talking to somebody you don't know, like maybe it's someone you don't know, basically, what would you say? Vous êtes vous. You would say vous êtes vous. You are you. Vous êtes vous. Tu es toi. Okay? Tu es toi. Vous êtes vous. Let me put it up here. Tu es toi. Vous êtes vous. Thank you for that amazing question. Anybody else? Do you have any other questions? Please let me know. If you have any questions. Oh, Miracle, please put the Telegram group one for Super have asked for Telegram group now. Please put the Telegram group link so that they can join our beautiful community. Okay. Do we have any other questions? No, it's okay, Onyechina, don't worry. So this Onyechi's question, don't be tired. It's I tell people, guys, learning French is a marathon, not a sprint. Do you think it's possible for somebody to learn the English language in 4 weeks? No. In 6 weeks? No. It's not possible. And it's a language, just continue learning. The more you watch what you love. So in my course, I give my students movies. I give them songs. When we have our one-on-one classes, I try and teach other aspects that are not just grammar, because there's so much more to a language than just grammar, subjunctive. That's even stressful. There's collocation, there's proverbs, there's expressions, there's slangs. There's so many things that make the language interesting, the same way in the English language. Okay? So just keep practicing. I know I learned the French language in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, and I know how difficult it was for me to not find it like there was no way for me to practice with. But I said, Sumo, this is not going to be a hindrance. I found people to practice with. I got teachers that I could speak with, and I would be honest, that really helped to speed up my learning. So the more you listen to what you love, please don't say because everybody's watching a particular series in French. If you don't like it, you just be tired. So look for what you love. Look for French books, even if they are children's books. I started with children's books to really help me. I wish I had mine here that I bought for a recent student to show you guys. It's up there, apologies. But start with something very basic and continue from there. Read a children's book, watch a cartoon, listen to podcasts for children. I say that because that's the basic level, and you'll be surprised that you get to pick up a lot. And just look for a schedule that works for you. So don't start. I tell people that when they want to start learning French, somebody says, Sumo, okay, I'm ready to do 5 hours a day. How? Except you don't have a job, you don't have any family, like it's just you. Maybe you can put the 5 hours in. But if not, look for a time that works for just you, nobody else, just you. So look for a time that works for you and put that there. So maybe you decide, okay, I want to practice every 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day. That's fine. I want to practice 2 p.m. I want to practice 12 p.m. during my break. Put that there. Everything works for you. Okay? Just look for what works for you and don't stop. The more you practice, the better. Any other questions, guys? Please give me questions so that I can answer you before we call it a day. Before we call it a day. Okay. Oh, I can see one more question. Hi, Sumo. Can you? Oh, it's private. Sorry. Can you explain to me, Joe? Okay, yeah. So this, I'm going to explain this too quickly before we round up. Thank you guys for being here. So somebody asked me this question. Je and je. So je is I. Let me put it up, sorry. And J apostrophe AI is je, and this means I have. So I know Wanga gave us a sentence before. It just means I have. That's it's not the same. That's the avoir verb that has been conjugated. Okay, so je means I, but je means I have. So for example, I can say je m'appelle Sumolua, which means I am called Sumolua. Okay, that's what it means. I am called Sumolua. And then Elizabeth, then another example, J apostrophe AI means I have. I have. That's what it means. I have a dog. J'ai un chien. I have a chair. J'ai une chaise. Okay? That's just what it means. So that's the I know that might be a bit confusing in the beginning, but don't worry, it gets better. It does get better. Okay? I hope that was clear. Elizabeth says this that sometimes I know exactly how you guys all feel. I promise you. And I say this because I learned French myself. So I know how difficult it might be when trying to learn a language. Trust me, just continue practicing. That's really what you need. The more you practice, the better you get. It may seem like summary, that's what you're going to tell me, but that's the truth, guys. There is no secret. The more you practice, the better you get. I'm going to put the link here now for the Telegram group, guys. So you can click it right now and just join. Let me know if you can see it on my screen. Just click the link now to join. Miracle has been good and lovely enough to put the ebook for us, and I put it there as well. You have the ebook to download, the Telegram group to join. It's right there. Okay, guys? With that being said, I don't want to keep you. Thank you for being here for 1 hour. Thank you for giving me 1 hour, 10 minutes of your time. I know how valuable time is. I would see all of you in the Telegram group. Download the ebook, keep practicing your French pronouns and every other aspect of the French language. And I will see you guys soon. Merci beaucoup et au revoir.